Hey, it's Joseph here. I've got this box over here from Edifier, and it is for the MR4 speaker, and I would like to upgrade my overall sound system with this. The things that I have seen and heard for the MR4 system is great for doing sound monitoring, because I do a lot of video editing for all of these videos, and being able to hear that in a more true tone is quite important. And by the way, I wanted to let you know that Edifier has sent me this product for me to do a video showcase like this. Anyways, on the box, MR4, and it is noted that it is black and it is a studio monitor, and Edifier is written all over it. And I have noticed that I've got a bit of a dent in here, but because I can feel there is additional foam protection in there, so I'm not too worried about it. Going around the other side, it's got the 4-inch woofer and silk film tweeter in wooden enclosure, dual mode, TRS input, RCA input, and headphone output. So those things are to be noted, and the features are also listed here. And because I'm not a sound professional, I would not be able to tell you whether I hear little differences here and there, but I should at least be able to tell you what's actually contained in the box, what to be expected, and also how I went about installing it for my own setup here. So it does note that it's got a couple of cables and the actual speaker. As far as the specification, it says TRS balance input plus 4 decibel U, aux and RCA balance input. And this specific model is EDF100024. And let's get it opened. I have no idea if this is the right side, but let's go with it. We've got the user manual and a couple of cables. So the manual, as expected, goes over the elements of the unit in multiple languages. And then this has got a couple of cables in it. So the 3.5mm aux cable, and this is a cable or wire to connect these two, and then RCA cable with the 3.5mm aux on one end. The speaker with more knobs and the ports on the back is called active or right speaker, and then the one that doesn't have all the ports and the knob on the front is called passive or left speaker. So I guess it's meant to be on the left side. I want to avoid putting this face down, so I'll just kind of hold it up. And you've got two knobs for controlling low, bass, or high, and I'm gonna keep both of them on 50%. And then I can connect RCA with this cable, and you can use the 1/4-inch TRS cable in here if you would like to connect that way. I suppose this is what I'm gonna end up using, because I'm gonna connect this here like so, and then connect this end to my computer. And then here are the two ports for me to connect this cable. So let me go ahead and do that. I've had a lot of cheap speakers in my days, and I've never been too concerned about them, but I've heard Edifier once and they were much better than what I was hearing, and also I heard good things about them, especially from other fellow video editors, so thought giving this a try would be a great thing, especially when I was trying to improve my overall setup with the speaker here. So all you need to do is just pull these tabs down and then basically push the correct wire, and this one shows a little bit of red on the cable, so I connected the red on this side, and I'm assuming I do the exact same thing over here. Just pull this tab down and then push it in and let it kind of snap and push back in. Make sure the metal bit is not sticking out and all slotted well in, and that should really be good. Although when I'm actually installing these speakers, I'm probably gonna pull this out, make sure that all of this is actually routed properly. And this one is the power cable, so you just gotta make sure you got it powered up, and that's it. In terms of the front, you've got the volume dial here so that you can adjust your volume, and then you can click on it to change it from music versus monitor mode. That's kind of cool. So you can go between, and it's gonna let you know with the LED indicator whether this is actually music versus the monitor mode. I suppose when I'm video editing, I want to keep it on the monitoring mode, and there is a aux cable input and also the headphone jack for you to be able to connect a headphone from the front of the speaker. There are different units of speakers available on Edifier that you can get something that has like a Bluetooth connection, but I didn't really need any of that because in my studio over here, I've got plenty of wireless devices. I really don't need additional Bluetooth. I just wanted a simple speaker solution that works and actually have a relatively small profile so that it doesn't take up a lot of room on my desk setup. So I'll be installing these too. And I've got additional boxes because I wasn't sure what I was gonna do to mount these speakers onto my overall desk setup here. And I've got two metal poles on the edge of the desk to hold up all the monitors and even the camera setup and all the lights that are going on. So I wanted to attach these two speakers onto the pole, and I couldn't come up with a good solution. Unfortunately, Vesa mount behind these two speakers is just not available, so I went with different routes to see which may be suitable to mount this onto the pole. I don't know if that's a totally okay practice or not, but I'm gonna attempt it anyways. And I've got two boxes of everything because I got two speakers. So if one solution works, then I've gotta use the other one to the other side. This is going to be my last resort, so I'm gonna leave this as a last. But here is my first option, which is to use a mounted kit. And I can maybe zip tie this on my poles to see if it provides enough of a platform to have the speakers on. I don't think it's going to be all that stable, so those are my reservations. Obviously, I don't want the speakers falling off from my mounts. And then option B is this one from VIVO, and all of my monitor arms are actually a mixture between one from Mount It and VIVO, so I thought why not give them a try. But this one is actually meant for TVs and mounting speaker bars underneath it. I've once considered using this device for my sound bar that goes underside of my TV, and this maybe be a total overkill because it's very long here. You see how long this is, so I don't know how this is gonna work out to be. And then my option C, I think this is gonna be the cleanest, which is this system over here where you have the arm stick out from the pole. And I know for sure I can just mount this onto my pole and trust that it is not gonna slide down or anything. And it's got the Vesa mount at the tip, so I can just kind of rotate it however I would like. And some of these arms don't necessarily rotate to support the weight from upside down position. They're meant to hold things like this, and they don't rotate all the way like that. So I can't really mount it to the bottom of the speaker is what I have understood, but I'm gonna give that a try anyways. Here is the Vesa plate. So the thought is either to mount it on the side like this, or if the head allows the 90-degree rotation to support this speaker from the bottom, then mount this at the bottom. And that will probably make the cleanest setup in terms of supporting it and mounting onto the monitor arms, but we'll see. this is what it ended up looking like. So yeah, we were unboxing the MR4 from Edifier to see what's contained inside of the box, all of these things. And I showcased my own installation here, as well as my thought process of choosing Edifier MR4. And I hope everything turned out great, because those things will happen in the future of shooting of this video. Anyways, I hope you have got some value out of this video. If you did, please like this video and consider subscribing to my channel to continue watching these type of videos. And thank you so much for watching. As always, I'll see you next time. Bye.